friends, to assist in our recovery, the Neo-Sapien Occupation Committee has ordered all Terrans to register with the Neo-Sapien Central Administration at once. During this registration, a small identification chip will be implanted under the skin. This will be mandatory for all natural humans. Those who fail to register will be considered enemies of the Neo-Sapien government and will be dealt with accordingly. The Sapes are here to help us? What a crock.
Large, enthusiastic crowds have turned out for the first day of mandatory civil registration.
Registration? Any jerk can see they're on their way to a concentration camp.
Phaeton must subjugate the planet, quickly and brutally and publicly. As long as humans believe they can resist, they will.
Advanced Neo-Sapien technology has made the implantation process simple and completely painless.
This is an important day for Chicago. Now, Phaeton City.
Neo-Sapiens. By right of conquest, the homeworlds are ours. The superiority of the Neo-Sapien race has triumphed. Those who opposed us have been crushed. Terrans who accept the Neo-Sapien peace will be tolerated in the New World Order. Those who refuse and resist will be eliminated.
All have taken advantage of my good nature, and they have been far too successful, far too often. But no more. No longer will I tolerate their insolence. No longer will I allow these inferior species to plague us. They must be stopped. They will be stopped. Am I understood? Am I understood?
Yes, Your Highness.
Far be it for me to question you, Your Highness, but might not the New World Order be better served by approaching the humans with a more benevolent hand?
And suffer further rebel insults? The High Evolutionary is right. They must be crushed!
Silence! Before this week has ended, my enemies will feel my wrath as they have never felt it before. Begin your preparations, my knights. The destiny of the New World Order will be fulfilled. The destiny of the New World Order will be fulfilled.
Identification confirmed. Next. Step inside. You are under arrest for unauthorized altering of an identification implant. Come with us, rebel.
No, wait! It must have been defective! I'm not a rebel!
Unfortunately, Simon Phoenix was not coded. While you were sleeping, everyone in the city was installed code. It was a brilliant idea by Dr. Cocteau that an organically bioengineered microchip be sewn into the skin. Sensors all over the city can zero in on anyone at any time.
I can't even conceive a visual of what you police officers did before it was developed.
We work for a living. This fascist crap makes me want to puke.
What do you think you're scratching, caveman? You really think we'd let you go without control? Your code was implanted the second you thawed.
Why didn't you just shove a leash up my ass?
To think something so small can connect you to everything that matters.
When your life and all you love
are on the line.
HealthLink is always with you when every second counts in the emergency room, providing immediate access to your medical records.
Because Bob has trouble remembering all his medications.
Because I'm in love with my kids' kids.
Because my car lost control while driving.
Because now I'm looking out for both of us.
Because I have diabetes, but it doesn't have me.
Because I spend my life in the ER trying to save yours.
This is the microchip that could one day be implanted under the skin of every single American.
We have a Florida family who are really pioneers in a brave new world. They have volunteered to be the first ever to have microchip identification devices implanted into their body.
But since these children pose a very real threat to our plan for a new world order, isn't it only natural to eliminate them?
Behold, this is just the kind of accomplishment the human heart has the potential to achieve. But when your heart is ruled by emotions, you will but fight. In which case, humanity will never advance. I guess I could let you know what this is about. We're bringing about the dawn of a new world order. So we're gathered here to discard the old world of discord and conflict and make a much better one in place of it.
You cannot be serious. Come, Comrade General. A new world order awaits.
Well, let me explain the New World Order. Let me help you earn your spurs.
A special place in my heart and in the New World Order.
Ghoulish isn't our vampire, Mrs. C.
Maybe you can ask Santa what he saw before he was bitten.
Right. Retrace his steps. Maybe pull a couple of his teeth for DNA samples.
Mandy, I'm getting presents in the New World Order! Mrs. Claus said so! Now off to the cellar with the lot of you.
Am I supposed to be prosecuting?
Not for the government, at least. Look, that man over there.
The jukebox?
Now! There is no government, just a few multinational corporations that own everything.
Myron.
The bear's a threat to the New World Order, Birdman. Soon there will be one worldwide currency. I'll make you fun size!
One currency?
Here's your tab. Oh, right.
€1, €2.
Do you see now why the Templars are a threat? So long as even one survives, so too does their desire to create a new world order.
Have before us the opportunity to forge for ourselves and for future generations a new world order, a world where the rule of law, not the law of the jungle, governs the conduct of nations. When we are successful, and we will be, we have a real chance at this new world order, an order in which a credible United Nations can use its peacekeeping role to fulfill the promise and vision of the UN's founders.
President Bush said, and it's a phrase that I often use myself, that we needed a new world order.
The transatlantic partnership was never just the foundation of our security. It was the foundation of our way of life. It was forged in experience of the most bitter and anguished kind. Out of it came a new Europe, a new world order, a new consensus as to how life should and could be lived.
The world that maybe some people dreamt of at that conference back in Bournemouth, when it looked as if maybe history would end, that liberal democracy would triumph, that free market economics would slowly progress, and we'd have a new world order.
A new world order, a civilization of love, can be achieved.
I urge the international community to embrace its responsibility for creating that new world order, a new world order based upon collective action.
And just like that, it was gone. It was a new world order. That's what President George H. Bush said. Harvard historian Francis Fukuyama pronounced the end of history.
Walter Isaacson wrote a wonderful book about some of the wise men who helped shape the New World Order following the Second World War.
And the hope that each of us has to build a new world order.
Into the creation of a new world order, financial world order.
We are part of a new world order. And as the recently departed Admiral William J. Crowe once said, it's long on new and it's short on order.
To a new world order.
restructuring of the global economy, perhaps one even greater than at the time of the Industrial Revolution, a new world order was created.
In 1990, another old world ended, dominated by the Cold War, and people talked then, in 1990, of a new world order. What they actually meant then was a new political order, and what was not foreseen then, but is obvious now from everything that we see and do, what we experience in every day of our life, is the sheer scale and speed and scope of globalization. So, in conclusion, ladies and gentlemen, a new world is emerging. It is a new world order with significantly different and radically new challenges.
We should always be aware of the dangers of failure. The new world order is a possibility. It wasn't a possibility in the past, but it will require a lot of effort during the 1990s to turn it into real reality.
It's different characteristics in different parts of the world that we have to bring about, together with other countries, a different consciousness of what a world order is. In this period, when really a new world order can be created, it's a great opportunity. It isn't just a crisis.
It's about the idea of freedom. It's about the future of the whole region. It's about the future of Europe and a new world order.
Is through global governance and global agreements.
I think a new world order is emerging, and with it the foundations of a new and progressive era of international cooperation. We have resolved that from today we will together manage the process of globalization.
We've got to give them a stake in creating the kind of world order that I think all of us would like to see.
In this new century, Americans and Europeans alike will be required to do more, not less. Partnership and cooperation among nations is not a choice. It is the only way.
What's this?
Well, from the looks of things, sir, I'd say they are here to audition for the remaining slot in the fabulous super race.
Is this some kind of a joke? A pussycat and a mouse? This show is about crazy stunts and people putting their lives at risk for a big fat prize. It's not a nature documentary. Irving, call security and have these two...
Sir, it's... him. This always gives me the creeps, sir.
He's the president of Hollywood. He's supposed to give you the creeps. Greetings, your tinseliness, imperious leader of Hollywood. He's the president 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 of Hollywood.
Thanks to you, the Illuminati had the goods to cut themselves in. They've been organized crime's silent partner ever since.
Young man, how long have you been plagued by these fanciful delusions?
Not as long as you've had this tattoo.
By the all-seeing eye, ye are worthy, we are not. What are you two idiots doing?
Secret ritual.
To inaugurate you as president. You're the president of the Secret Royal Order of the Good Neighbor Law.
The Secret Royal Order of the Good Neighbor Law.
What? Oh, is this some stupid club you two made up?
Oh!
It's a secret.
The job market is getting worse every day.
Ooh, excellent.
Employees will be afraid. Our power to abuse them grows stronger by the minute.
And the masses are now awakened, they're stirring, and they're far less likely to be compliant to our political wishes than the old elites, which were to some extent not only politically but financially tied to us.